Popping, y'all. We are back with another one. Thank you guys so much for tapping in to Stay Golden podcast. As always, it is your host, Lexi. A lot of y'all know me as plus size Jessica Rabbit. For the ones that don't, though, it is Lexi, okay? I'm like, we back, we clearing the air with another one. You know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, I've been, y'all, off the radar. I've been away, off the books. I really haven't dropped nothing new for y'all because I've been going through some shit. And I feel like anytime that you take that step back, that you have to explain to your audience, you know what I mean, what the fuck is going on. And I always keep it real with y'all. So that's what the fuck I'm here to do. So I can get back on my journey to doing what I need to do. So you feel me? That's why we're back. So with that being said, like, y'all, I talked about this in season 1, and here we are in season 3. I'm going through it all over again. When you are on your way to the top, you're going to be falling out with those people that you think are going to go with you to the top. The people that you think are going to be right there, like your riders, your day ones. That's not always the case. So, with that being said, I know like last season we had some episodes with Jordy, and I'm going to clear the air on that. You know what I mean? I love Jordy a lot, even with all the drama that's happened. Jordy, I still have hella love for her. I'm not gonna sit up here and bash her. I'm gonna just clear the air on my part. What happened? Lay the receipts out and leave it like that. Okay. So with that being said, I don't know what day of the week, y'all, but it was one day, right? First off, I find out my baby daddy having another baby with another bitch. I'm like, okay, I'm dealing with this. Jordy's texting me like, we're gonna get through this. It's gonna be fine. The very next day, y'all, I get a message from my ex little yeah, pretty much saying that him and Jordy had a relationship on the low, or they were talking on the low, whatever the case was. But it was just completely inappropriate because y'all know I would ride with Jordy on the weekends. We would always be out and about in the streets. We would be trolling, y'all. We would literally be trolling. We would be calling, FaceTiming, pranking, calling our exes, little yeah-yeahs, little fucks, whatever the case was, including this individual. So you're telling me that on the weekends, when we're prank calling this person, that you're actually really talking to him on the low and you're trying to play the situation. So I immediately called her and I'm like, so and so reached out to me and said that y'all was still talking. She's like, I don't even know who you're talking about. She was like, I been deleted him. I'm like, use a lie. You're a lie. I got the receipts right here. I got your nudes. I got text messages between you guys. I got texts where you're saying that you want to have his baby and that, you know what I mean? You're so happy that you could finally see him, things like that. So it's like, girl, what is you talking about? You're clearly lying. And I was just going to leave it like that, y'all. I really wasn't even going to address what happened because, again, like I said, I have love for her. So it's like, I really don't want to have to publicly air out my friend. Well, my ex friend, but you get what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck wants to do that? But here I am having to fucking do it. So I'm dealing with this. I'm like, okay, whatever. Bitch, you're cut. Bitch, you're cut. Like, there's no love lost. Like, we're good. She was like, I'll always have love for you. Like, no, we're good on that. I'm minding my business. We going through the weeks, whatever. Then she starts trolling me, y'all. She's trolling me. She's watching my story after I have her deleted. Then it comes out that she wanted to start a modeling agency. Called, I believe it's called Pretty on Purpose. Shout out to the Pretty on Purpose models. Y'all killing your thing. But as far as for Jordy, we're good off of that. Knowing that I started influencers, knowing that she was an influencer model. Yes, Jordy does have prior modeling experience before working with my modeling agency. However, at the end of the day, you're trying to literally mimic my steps, my direction, the experience that I put you in because you don't have nothing going for yourself. So you're trying to mimic what I got going on. And I'm not going for that. She successfully put that together in a short amount of time frame. I'm going to say successfully because she got her girls together. I'm not going to say successfully as far as for quality, but she got her girls together. So I'm going to give her that. And successfully has done a couple little shoots. Not influencers. That's for damn sure. But her way. So she does that. Then, I mean, y'all know I do the podcast. That's why we're literally sitting here. Jordy then attempts to reach out to my team, try to get my team involved, and ask them to film her podcast. Bitch, what? We're not going for that at all. Your podcast isn't about nothing else other than the same stuff that I'm doing my podcast about. So that's why the denial was there. I'm like, okay, this is just so weird, y'all. It just kept going. It literally just kept going. Then I found out that Jordy was talking to another one of my exes, um, who I talked to probably like a year or so ago. And pretty much, I only know that because Jordy had posted on her story a text message conversation where the guy was saying, "Oh, you got herpes." Jordy blocked out her whole entire message. And then that's when I pretty much knew who it was. I'm not gonna comment about Jordy STDs or anything like that. I'm gonna leave that for the people that's fucking her to find out on themselves and just leave it like that. But as far as for why are you talking to him, that's really what we're here for. You didn't talk to Sule, now you didn't talk to Aaron. So now we on to Aaron. So with that being said, um, Aaron was like starting to write me on TikTok, being like, "Bitch, you were playing me the whole fucking time," which yes, I was. Then being like, "I got a bitch pregnant. Jordy's more of a woman than you could ever be." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, that's crazy. Then um commenting on prior YouTube videos from the podcast, being like, "I can't wait to see my baby mama and my wife Jordy." So I had to like delete and block that. And I hadn't even told anyone this stuff, y'all. This stuff yet. I'm just silently dealing with this shit. So then, y'all, again, minding my business like I always fucking do. I'm way too grown for that. Somebody calls me, one of my models, one of my girls that's looking out for me. She calls me. This was just recent. She was like, "Bitch, you know the Facebook page called Sis, Is This Your Man?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on there. What's that?" She's like, "Girl, there's a post on there that another girl had made, and Jordy went and commented and said that the girl was me and put all of my tags, put my first and last name, my legal last name, and all of my social media tags." The girl had red hair, no tattoos, but she had red hair. Maybe some similar, but clearly not me. Y'all know I've been tatted for over 10 years. The photos and the thread and everything the girl posted, the photos were like from 2020. So the math wasn't mathing. And Jordy was doing that to be messy. I have her blocked. I have her deleted as well as her family, first cousins, and friends. I don't fuck with that. Piece is everything. So with that being said, she made that comment on the post because she knew that I wasn't going to see it. But it's a small world out here. I work with women. Immediately, it got back to me in under 5 minutes. I immediately commented on the post and said that it wasn't me. Jordy and my friend went back and forth. And Jordy was like, "That could have been before her tattoos." The bitch is just being messy altogether. I leave it alone, y'all. I'm like, whatever. Well, actually, fuck that. I didn't leave it alone. Y'all know I went crazy on the snap, period. Because, bitch, what? So then, y'all, just last night, I'm minding my business. I'm getting dinner. I'm out and about. And I get a message from some dude. And the message was this guy pretty much being like, "Hey, I'm not trying to be messy, but what's going on with Jordan?" He was like, "There's two sides to every story, and Jordy's side ain't making sense." So what is that telling you? It's either one of three things. Jordy's either behind it being messy, trying to get me to either step out of character and fuck with this nigga because she's fucked with mine, or because she wants me to slip up and sit here and try to talk shit about her so she could publicly try to assassinate me and my character, which I'm not going to do either. I'm going to make a video like I'm doing now and just clear the air once and for all. So I didn't respond to the message because I'm not a messy bitch. Jordy would have folded a message bag when and fucked the nigga, but I didn't go do that. I didn't accept. I denied the request and kept it moving. So that is really the gist of what happened. And I would just say, like, for anybody that does know the prior background with her best friend fucked her ex. I was there through everything with her. I told her it was happening prior to her even finding out. She found out. I was there for her afterwards. I lost a lot of friends keeping Jordy around in my modeling agency and things like that because multiple people thought that Jordy was weird, that she had a body odor, that they did not want to be around her. Her energy was draining and extremely negative. And they can tell you that themselves. And numerous, over 10 people have told me that. I haven't wanted to work with you because Jordy has been around. So you're telling me that this individual who I'm holding so close to the heart is stopping me from working with other women and she's not even being solid? I can't go for that. I can't tolerate that. I'm not going to tolerate that. What the fuck? So, all together, y'all, that had to get cut. But with that being said, I couldn't pick up my podcast. I couldn't really pick up anything because as much as like I'm trying to be like a boss about it and move strategically and be professional, be a boss, be classy, it's like I can only do that so many fucking times. I can only be nice so many times, professional so many times before it's like, fuck, I'm finna snap. I'm finna freak out on this bitch. So I had to take a step back. And anytime that I take that step back, like, you got to get realigned with what's going on, and I feel like when you fall out with somebody that you had a part of your vision, you almost feel like you kind of fall off of your goals a little bit, and you have to kind of like sit and really think like, was this person driving me to do my podcast, my modeling, or was she just somebody that I thought was going to go to the top with me and she didn't? And that was what I had to realize. Like, I love her. I wish well for her, even though it kind of seems like I probably don't. I still do wish well for her. I just don't want to necessarily eat with her and she ain't at my table no more. I'll wait for the questions in the comments because I know they coming. I know they're coming. So, and as far as for like her trying to just overall have the podcast and have the modeling agency, I know a lot of people have reached out to me and said like that is so weird. And I agree, you guys. I do think that is weird. I'm not saying that Jordy ever said that she wanted to do any of that prior to us falling out. She was a model. She never talked about starting a modeling agency. She never talked with other women about starting that. So I guess you could say I appropriately did my job as an influencer, which is to influence others. And clearly I did influence her. So, I mean, I guess it worked. But yeah, no love lost there. And I just really hope that she continues to do whatever it is that she wants to do and accomplish her dreams, but just keep that shit away from me. I don't fuck with that fake stuff. I don't want to be associated with that. And every single time, I'm going to constantly remove myself out of that so I can go ahead and remain in character, which is a bad bossy bitch, y'all. I'm not going to sit up here and get ratchet and not crazy. I'm just going to say, like, I'm good on that. Full heartedly. So with that being said, you guys, we back. It's season 3. We done did season 1. I cleared the air on all the messy shit with the influencers. Getting to the top, leaving the toxic marriage, falling out with T, Rita. Y'all know what the fuck's going on. We did season 2. We had all the artists up here, all the members only. We had Kie, shout out to her, okay. The Realness podcast as well. We did some collabs. So with season 3, I'm sure y'all like, what you doing, bitch? And I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all know that when I started everything, what did I start as? A content creator for body positivity. I am a curvy woman. I do plus size things for the baddies. And we gonna bring our podcast back to that. As much as I'm sitting up here and we're clearing the air about drama and little shit that's been going down, we're gonna reel it back in. And we reeling it in very quickly. So with that being said, my podcast, Influencers, is gonna go parallel. The podcast, the influencers, it's going to be more of a body positivity podcast. We want to, of course, keep things on a positive note. You guys know that I started Stay Golden as a positive outlet for me to express myself, get my shit off, give my viewers a little bit of an insight of my life. So I just kind of want to stay on that positive note. I definitely don't want to let nobody deter me from that. And I want to definitely stay tunnel vision with what the fuck we got going on. Because all this is not working. We need to be this way. So the next couple episodes that you guys are going to see are going to be things surrounding body positivity, eating disorders, body dysmorphia, you know what I mean? Maybe things around, weight control after having babies. We're really going to dive in deep and bring some baddies on here and share what's going on. So I really can't wait for that. Just can't wait for the change of direction, you guys. Like, man, I'd be like sometimes thinking like, fuck, do I want to give up on this? Like, do I want to give up on my dreams? Every little hurdle that I'm having to go through So when I sit here, and even though I'm clearing the air, like, this makes me feel good. I know you guys are there. I got my audience, my Stay Golden family. So I'm happy to just, you know what I mean, bring us back together, clear the air on what's going on. Stay tuned, y'all. I got some new stuff coming. We got our Freaknik photo shoot coming up for the influencers. You know, we're doing a shoot every single month. So if you're local in the Arizona community, reach out to me. My social media handles are going to be, as always, plus size Jessica Rabbit on TikTok. That's my big platform. Plus size Jessica Rabbit on IG with 2 T's. And Facebook, y'all not getting, okay? Unless you see me on Facebook dating. But love and light, y'all. I love y'all. I'm excited to fuck with y'all again, and we put to get back at it.